I think one of the biggest challenges we have is we create this air of safety being a big problem, especially in
Yeah.
aviation. And the traditionalists of the aviation who've been doing this for many, many years are so confident that they know exactly what this is. And the reality is, in my view, this AAM whole branch of aviation is completely different from your traditional aviation.
I would agree with that because I'm not a pilot. I'm not an aeronautics engineer. So from the technical side of propulsion, the extent of my knowledge is I know propulsion drives everything. That's I picked up that thing, but I couldn't offer anything there. But there's striking similarities for me with SpaceX, just in the incumbents imposed on themselves these fictitious constraints that just made it expensive and slow. And then you have an outsider who comes in and challenges those, and you find out a lot of those were paper tigers, and they fell. And he launching at a fraction of the cost at 10 times the speed is capable. So I think we will have that reckoning. Um, so, being a commercialization person and trying to get stuff into market, the way I've been thinking about this, and I'll be curious to get your perspective, right, is what's the incentive, right? So as the things I've picked up from economics, you take all the equations away. For me, the big one is it's incentive based, right? There needs to be an incentive to get this going. And where you mentioned two things that, well, at least you mentioned one of the two things that I think get in the way. One is the incumbent uh, belief in trying to make this difficult, which is scaring people away. And the other, which I hear a lot, is this discussion about the cost, being cost prohibitive, being for the elites, and so on, which I also find ridiculous.